50, 50, 50. Okay. Oh, I'm a terrible friend. Oh, I'm a terrible, terrible. Oh, God, I'm so awful. And I sent S Bank to Capital One Bank. The Zells I sent. So all I have is Cash App. Oh. Yeah, but he gets to be Blue. Sorry. Blue gets to be a part of doxing me. My phone number, my real last name, and my address. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. I know Des said it was her. You're blaming Blue and didn't do anything. Oh, shut the fuck up. God, I don't give a fuck about you. Goodbye. Sorry. Blocked. Bye. Bye. But Blue gets to be a part of doxing me, doxing my phone number, doxing my address. Hold on, let me. It's a little chilly here in Chicago, but I'll leave a little opening for some fresh air. So Blue gets to have his best friends dox me. And again, my address, my phone number, and my real last name. And now people are upset that I just showed Cash Apps showing his first and middle name, allegedly. I don't know if that's his first and middle name. I don't know. But they said it is. Huh. 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 Now, if it had showed their last name, no, I would have blacked it out. But the first and middle name, who cares? Who cares? But now I doxed you. I didn't show your phone number, nothing. I showed your picture, right? I showed your picture and your alleged first and middle name. And that's how we connected, because I said, oh, my name's Christian. God. Gotta be fucking kidding me. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Sorry. I just placed a little DoorDash order for some food. Oof. So, yeah, they can summon me in their lives. I could care less. Summon me all you want. Apparently, Lash is in another live talk. What? Brittany, what? The Lash that's my mod in here? What? Lash, I'm right, bud. I was sticking up for you. Oh, okay. There's Lash. That's why I'm like, what? It can't be that, Lash.
You guys are fucking funny, eh? You guys are all instigators. Like, it's not enough for you guys to mind Blues and Hair Junkie's business, but you guys don't even have a clue who I am. I wasn't talking shit about Hair Junkie. I said, you know what? Yeah, he does share too much. Yeah, he does give away too much money. And yeah, he does know that. Hair Junkie, is that talking ish on you?
No.
Then shut the fuck up. All yous.
Ooh. Oh, goddamn. Y'all heard her. Shut the fuck up.
Enough is enough, man. Leave Hair Junkie alone. Go, but Blue wants to play the game. Go play with Blue. Okay? It's a game for him. We're not playing fucking games. Leave us alone.
Correct. I'm not going to Bernadette's live. I'm not going to anyone's fucking live. Because once I get off this live, I'm done for the evening. Why would I go to someone else's fucking live? Lash, why are you playing both sides? You just spoke on Hair Junkie. No, that's not true.
I just told Hair Junkie what I said, Lips. Okay? If you don't know what you're talking about, don't talk. Okay?
I just muted and blocked them, Lash.
They can tell their friend over there that's making fun of you. Yes, MYOB. If you were fucking not, if you weren't so slow.
What was being said? I'm sorry for interrupting. I don't know what was going on. I whirled into the chat and I saw people questioning you, so I thought it was you saying something, and they were questioning why all of a sudden you switched up. Is what one of the comments was. And then I hopped out because I'm like, oh, wait a minute, she switched up. So I came and informed him, like, you know, someone should if someone switches up, right? I'm not sure if that's what happened.
Hair Junkie, stop it. Hair Junkie, stop. You're all right. You keep your stuff, man.
What is going on?
I love you. I love you, though.
Like, I just want to make sure nobody's switching up in here.
I love you, too.
Okay, I need to know what's going on.
Listen.
I don't even know Bernadette's blood pressure.
It's Dora.
Hey, Dora.
Like, I didn't know so much shit. I'm just
no.
Allegedly,
come on, Dora,
so
you're in here.
Hold on. Everyone mute, please. Everyone mute. So, Dora, I was doxxed Saturday. My number was given given out. And then today, my last name and my actual address was doxed.
Where?
On my own live. And then
right here in front of us,
phone
Dora.
number and address are now on Reddit and Discord.
And I was getting dragged because when they put his address up 5 or 6 times, I got it, I blocked it, I muted it, but there was still one of those messages left. I couldn't get it out because it was like a glitch of TikTok or something, and I couldn't get it out, and they're dragging me for it. Oh, you left it there on purpose. Da, 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 da. You know what?
So anyway, I have been doxed, fully doxed. And from even when my phone number was released, I said I believe Blue had something to do with this because it was his 3 friends that doxed me. He is best friends with them. So I feel they knew something about me being doxed. And I believe that in my heart of hearts. I will never change my feeling. So then I was showing my Cash Apps of the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars I've sent Blue. And it said their
So they're
first
saying in the
and middle
comments here,
name.
Junkie, they're saying Blue is in a Discord where your phone number was posted in your sister's photo.
Correct.
Yeah, they were posting his passed on mother and sister.
They posted my dead sister, my
he
dead
knows,
mother.
Shut
and
up,
they posted
man. He
my
fucking
phone
knows.
number and they posted my address, and Blue is in that Discord.
Fuck off. Beat it.
Hold on, Lash. Mute up. So, Blue is in the Discord that they posted my sister. The sister who passed away. My mom who passed away. My phone number, my last name, and my address. And Blue is part of that Discord. So make this make sense to me. Because they knew all of my information. Blue knew all of my information because I sent Blue over $600, a bus ticket, plane ticket, you name it. I paid for it. Food. Blue made an amends to me in February, I think. And said, just so you know, I apologize. I used some of your money for A, B, and C. It wasn't, I lied to you. It wasn't for the plane ticket, the bus ticket, this and this and this. And I said, okay, thank you for telling me. I accept it. Well, now, because I'm being truthful about what's been happening and how much money I lost. So Blue was in Smashly's live last night and said, I'm obsessed with Blue and I'm in love with Blue. So I'm like, so I wake up to these messages and I'm like, what? I thought of Blue as family, like a brother. Honestly, I did. He's, I think, 10 years, 11 years younger than me. I'm 38. I think he's 29. So then Blue, I let him up because I said, none of my mods, don't block Blue. Don't mute him. So Blue comes up in my live and says, I am obsessed with Blue. I'm in love with Blue. This is what Blue said in my own live. And I won't shut up about Blue. And I said, I have every right to talk about everything you fucked me over on. I have every fucking right to talk
since
about
you've been talking about this,
yeah,
it's all of a sudden happening.
Yes. So now Blue is saying, "Oh, I never gave you my new number because you're obsessed with me." I'm like, no. What happened was the money train stopped. The money train stopped. I was making a shitload of money. I got sick in January, and that is when the money train stopped with him. Okay? That's what happened. So once the money stopped, Blue stopped speaking to me because I said, hey, I'm sick. I'm on unemployment. I cannot help you like I was. And that is when all this BS started. I swear to God on my mother's ashes. That is when Blue stopped speaking. Oh, sorry. Hold on. My DoorDash is here. Give me a second. Hold on.
Okay.
Dora, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay, so I popped over just to see what was up over there, right? And when I was over there, I don't know, I haven't even told Hair Junkie yet because I haven't had the chance because I haven't even been back in here for very long. But because he had to reset, he's had to do it a couple times. But anyway, I was just over there, and Des, right? Des, DES, she admitted to doxing, giving out Hair Junkie's phone number. She said it was a bad judgment on myself. She says, I'm admitting that, but she said I was having a bad day. I was having a rough one, and shit was just happening. And, she admitted it anyway. She admitted it and took accountability. I haven't got the chance to tell Hair Junkie, but she did. And that's what I seen when I was over there. And all these people want to say, oh,
and
you're
how
over
did she
there.
get it?
That's the thing. That's the thing. He would have given it to Blue, or he has this friend, I think he calls her Fizz. Fizz, because he bought nails off. Okay, this is what I'm getting. He bought nails off of Fizz. When he did, he has to give the. Okay, they're saying Katie.
Yeah, I don't think that. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think that it would have been Fizz. I think. Who is Katie? I'm not sure who Katie is.
She's been around a while.
Yeah, I truly don't think it's Fizz, honestly, because Fizz has a business, and I get it that there was issues there, but I don't think that it was Fizz at all.
Right. Yeah, they're saying the Katie TikTok FBI Katie.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, so she's been around a little while. And actually, Hair Junkie really liked her. Eh? He liked her. He respected her. Something happened where he ended up calling them B's and H's, and they turned around and did that. He called them B's and H's because for whatever reason, it's Hair Junkie.
She does jewelry.
Yeah, like I'm saying that we need
if
it was the other day. Admitting it, then I think the solidary proof that whoever did it, because it could be many people, right? Like it could be 4 or 5 different people. We don't know these people. We don't know what's going on. So
we don't know who he's given his number to.
That is correct. He could have given it to Katie. Katie gave it to Des. Katie gave it to whomever. If Katie had his number, maybe she's the one. I'm not saying she is. I'm just saying that it could be a multitude of different people that could have given that number out.
But it was like, honestly, it was boom, right in everybody's face today. Yes, she did, Andy. She did say she did it. Like, she admitted to it. Not that there was an apology, but I'm sure if Hair Junkie was over there, he probably would have took it as one, because that's how I took it. She was sincere when she said it. She wasn't joking. She wasn't messing around.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not saying Fizz would do that. Nobody's saying Fizz would do that. We're saying we don't think she'd do that.
I personally like Fizz, and I don't think Fizz would ever do that.
She has a business, and when you have a business, you don't need to throw it down for a friggin' grade 2 game on here, Oh, jewelry says, okay, so sorry. Thank you for the correction.
Saying she does like jewelry and bracelets and stuff and like little fizz bombs.
Yeah, it could have been a multitude of people.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I do apologize for jumping your bones about that. I was just trying to make sure we don't got no flip-floppers over here.
No, you're good, man. You're good. I'm the same way. I'm protective over him, especially now. Hey, come on.
Like,
He's
like
not
that
doing anything to anyone.
Anybody that, like, I feel like is an outcast at the moment, like, I just want to make sure that they have the support that they need to, even though I'm not the most liked person on here. I still want to make sure that there's enough respect.
Exactly. That's it, right? It's an app. Like, it doesn't have to be that serious. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like Hair Junkie, he doesn't have a choice but to take it with him. His family's telling him to turn the app off, to get rid of it. And I don't blame them. I do not, because the guy is so freaking stressed out. And he doesn't really have a choice, because it's right here.
Okay, so I'm being told. Okay, just a quick question. Yeah. I'm being told that Hair Junkie has already seen all this proof that who doxed him.
Yeah.
So he knows who doxed him.
Yep. Yeah. No. Well, I think he thinks it's between 1 and 1 person. Like, I don't think he knows for sure. But Dora, you know what? I would personally ask him. You ask him. Say, what do you know?
Yeah, because I'm so confused.
I'm back. So
Hair Junkie.
I have seen proof. I have seen the proof that Des baby.
What are you talking about, Kilo?
Who's the other person? Well, block them. If they're talking shit, fucking block them. It was Des and Katie that said and admitted to doxing me. And then I happened to come across another live a couple hours ago. Someone named Queen something I don't know. It wasn't Queenie. It wasn't like Queen of all trades. It wasn't them. Just some random fucking asshole. And they said, oh, I also doxed you and posted your number in a Discord with, 300 people. And I'm like, what?
Leave him alone. He doesn't have to apologize to anybody because he didn't say anything.
People dox me in 2 days. Starting Saturday is when I started getting doxed. And then today, in my own live, someone came in with my real last name, not my first name. I go by Christian. They came in as Christopher, which is not my real name either. But it was my real last name. So someone came in and then posted my home address in my own live. So one of my mods immediately muted and blocked them from my live. And I was trying to figure out who got my address because when I looked up my phone number that was leaked, it doesn't come up to this address. I Googled it, everything, just like to triple check because it's a cell phone number. So I'm like, no, this address, no, this.
Because that could be anybody.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Because they took that and I think did it with that. Yep.
There it is. So it's Crybaby Des.
Yeah,
that posted my
so I wonder
number.
if you can you unblock that person and Des and have her come in?
Nope. I tried speaking with her. Her, Blue, and Katie played in my face yesterday.
Okay, hair junkie.
Dora, they pay. Hush for a second.
Yeah,
Sorry,
no, yeah.
Hush for a minute. No. So they played in my fucking face. They played in my face. I let them up in my box. The people who doxed me, I let them up in my boxes and they played in my fucking face. Is exactly what happened. The only person I didn't block is Blue. Now, if Blue thinks that I am in love with Blue, well, number one, Blue is not getting my new phone number. But if Blue truly believes when he was in Smashly's live, because I got the clips, that I am obsessed and in love with Blue, then I will block him. I have not blocked Blue from this account. The other accounts, I got, harassment, bullying, blah, 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 blah. So I can't go live until like the 20th and 23rd, blah, blah, blah. But people also were asking me, why won't you block Blue? And I was crying and said, because if Blue needs something, my dumbass will still send Blue money. Because when someone's in need, here it is. Let me show that. There it is. That's last night. That's last night. So, call me a effing idiot. But I said, so sorry for being upset. You meant, I think I said, I don't know, hold on, I'm disconnecting people, sorry, bye. You meant something to me, and now I feel you use me. I wish nothing but the best for you, and my dumbass will still send you money. Make that make sense. And I deleted the videos I posted a video to each.
I can't see
of
that,
my
so
Hair
I'm gonna
Junkie
drop
accounts.
out so you can see the bottom of it.
Oh, do you want me to
hang on?
Okay, there it is. I care about you. Good night. Again, I deleted every video from my accounts blaming you, okay? And I switched. I deleted every account, every accounts. Because still do, but for doxing me. But now I go live, and now Blue, I was fine. This is our Discord messages. We were fine. And then I wake up this morning. Please tap the screen, people. Please tap the screen, please. I wake up this morning and I get these clips that Blue was in Smashley's live last night at 1, 2 in the morning. And that Blue was saying that I was in love with Blue and I'm obsessed with Blue. And I'm like, what? And sorry, no one, please don't ask for a box. I'm not giving anyone else a box. So I go live just now. Well, not just now, but I think I've been live since 4-ish p.m. I didn't go live this morning when I found out. I did come across a box, and the box, K-Dot was in the box. I forgot. I joined, and they're like, oh, Hair Junkie, we've been looking for you. And I'm like, hey, what's up? And someone named Queen something. I don't remember her. I should have screenshotted it. I didn't. It happened This happened so fast, chat. It happened so fast. It was so fast. I was in there for 2 minutes. So someone named Queen something. It wasn't Queen of all trades. It wasn't Queenie. It was some white person named Queen something. And she goes, "Oh, I just want to let you know I also doxed your phone number. And I put it in Discord with over 300 people." And I'm like, "What?" "So stop blaming Blue." So I said, "Now there's 3 people that dox me?" "What?" "Well, you need to stop blaming Blue." And I said, "Bitch, I don't even know you. How the hell did you get my fucking phone number? Who gave it to you?" Just so you know, I'm not reading the comments right now. Let me change my screen. Give me a second. Here we go. So I'm like, "Who gave you my number, bitch? How'd you get my number?" Oh. They happen to be friends with Blue. So now 3 people that have doxed me happen to be friends with Blue. Oh. Okay. Yep. Okay. The 3 people that dox me are best friends with Blue. Huh. It wasn't Blue. Shut up. Fucking out of here. You know it wasn't Blue, though. You saw proof. God, you need help. Shut the fuck up, ho. Give a fuck. Oh, it was Queen of Petty? Yeah, Lala's a fake account. Yeah, they're all fake. They're coming in here, messaging me, reporting me, because I am speaking my truth. This is my truth. Why am I not... Oh, okay, hold on, Megan, hold on. Oh, Megan, yes, I saw that, love. And a fake Shannon keeps coming in my accounts called Shenanigans, but it's not the real Shannon talking shit. I mean, it is absolutely bonkers. Let me go smoke. Hold on. So yeah, Megan, shenanigans keeps coming in my accounts, all of them. Hold on. Let me make sure my neighbor's not outside. Hold on. Okay, I don't think they're upstairs either, like on the balcony. Oh shit. So Megan, why did they want you and me in their live? Do you even know? I don't know. They summoned me, but only because I came across the live and I saw my name. So I clicked on it, and then they invited me, like within 8 seconds. Hey, Don. And then, that's when that queen person, Queen Petty, I guess, said just like sticking up for Blue. Just so you know, Blue had nothing to do with it. And I also doxed you. And I'm like, what? So 3 people doxed my phone number? And she's like, yeah. I posted it in, I think she said Discord. Reddit or Discord, who knows? It's posted, I guess, everywhere. My old phone number. They are all little kids looking for drama. Thank you, Megan. Amen. But I came across that live saying we're looking for HJ, Hair Junkie, and Megan. And I'm like, huh? Why are they looking for us? What did Megan and I do? We've never doxed anyone. Yes, serendipity. I am. I'm whispering because I don't want my neighbor upstairs to hear me, so I'm trying to keep quiet. I need to ask you something. Bit litter? Huh? I don't know what that means. So I came across that live, and it said, which I just got a screenshot of, that they were looking for Hair Junkie and Megan. And I'm like, huh? Why are they looking for Megan and I? That's weird. So I clicked on it. And that's when that Queen Petty, whatever her name is. Oh, that was last. Oh, no, Megan. Oh, that live was last night. Okay, the live I'm talking about happened at 3:30, 4 o'clock this afternoon, looking for you and I. So you know, just so you know, it was played again today. Yep. And that's why I said I can't believe I didn't fucking screenshot it. Because I entered the live. And they requested me like within 5-8 seconds. And I'm like, hey, what's up? Blue was not in that live. It was Blue's friends, I guess you could say. And this bitch was like, just so you know, it wasn't Blue. And I'm like, yeah, right. Okay. And she goes, I also doxed you. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, I doxed you too. I put you in a Discord. I think she said Discord. Could have been Reddit. I'm not sure. But she goes, yeah, I put you in a Discord with 300 people. And I posted your phone number, bitch. And I'm like, oh, okay. And these people happen to be best friends with Blue. Huh. Oh, that's strange. Huh. How is it that 3 people dox me and all 3 of them happen to be friends with Blue? Is that not a what do they call it? Coincidence, but I know there's a funny name of a Quinty Dink or something they say. But how is that not a coincidence? That these 3 people who dox me, I'm not reading the comments right now, just so you know. I'm not reading them. I'm looking at the golf course. How is it that these 3 people who are BFF with Blue all doxed me? Huh. 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 Interesting. Now, if they were 3 random people, I would probably blame my neighbor upstairs because of what's happening with my sister and her husband. I honestly probably would have blamed her. But since these 3 people who doxed me on my own fucking live, and they happen to be good friends with Blue. Again, I'm not reading the comments right now, so I'm just trying not to get more upset because I'm already upset. So I don't know what the comments are saying. So, yeah, I just think that's interesting that these 3 people who doxed me in my own live, except for the Queen Petty person, I think, she said she only doxed me on Discord with like 300 people in the group. But all 3 of them are good friends with Blue. Huh. Huh. And you guys want me to believe? Oh, I hear my neighbor walking upstairs. Oh Lord. She was probably waiting for me to fucking come inside after smoking. So, you guys and girls want me to believe. Oh, my DoorDash. Hold on. Okay. I was just asking for my review. Which this guy who came with my DoorDash order was on a bike, and I tipped him $9. All I ordered was some tacos, and I said, oh my God, you're the first DoorDash person that I've seen on a bike. It was the first one I've ever seen. And I said, that's so awesome. I love that. I said, if I ever get you again, I will make sure I have some extra cash, because I don't right now. I will make sure I have some extra cash. So I'm going to go to the bank this week just to get some like 20 singles. But I'm like, I will make sure I have extra cash, because my order was only for the tacos was $12, I think. And I tipped him $9, which I'm like, that's a generous tip. But when I came downstairs, and I'm like, oh my God, you're on a bike with a Grubhub bag on the back of his bike. And I'm like, that is so effing cool. I'm like, are you just local? He goes, yeah, I'm only local. And I said, well, I hope I get you again, because when I do, I will tip you very generously. And he was like, no, you already tipped me. I drove, the taco place is 2 blocks from your condo. And I said, I know, but you're on a bike, and I love that. I love that. So, I'm going to have my neighbor take me. I have not driven in over 2 months. I have not driven my car because of the seizures, but I'm going to have my neighbor take me to the ATM or bank, take out 20 singles, just because if I ever have him again, he was so kind. He was so nice. And I did ask him, and I'm like, you're on a bike. And he goes, yes, I don't have a car. And I said, oh my God. Why not? and I could literally cry right now. And he goes, I can't afford one. And here's me with a fucking car in my parking lot that I haven't driven in fucking over 2 months. So I'm like, oh my God. I wish I would have tipped you more. And that's when he was like, no, you tipped me enough. The tacos were, I think it was $12.32. And I tipped him $9. But I didn't know he was on a bike. But he had the whole heat, like, what do you call him? Like a pizza bag. And I'm like, oh my God. But he said he couldn't afford a car. And I'm like, oh my God. So I said, if I ever get you again, I'm going to make sure I have some extra cash to give you. And he's like, thank you so much. But your $9 was generous enough because your order was only $12. So you tipped me like 80%. He's like, your order was $12 and you tipped $9. And I said, well, that's how I roll. Oh, do you hear her walking upstairs? Do you guys hear her? Do you guys hear her? Oh, serendipity. Oh, well, oh. Oh, she's not pounding like she did when I filed the, oh. When I filed the police report, but she's been very quiet. But now she is pounding. It's her. I swear to God, they are concrete flip-flops. That's all I'm saying. They're fucking concrete fucking flip-flops. Yes, I do record her. Well, when it was that week, I was recording her all week because it was like pound. It was concrete fucking flip-flops. She was fucking pounding. Right now, she is pounding, but it's not as excessive as it was last week when the police were involved on Saturday, the day before Mother's Day. But she is pounding, but it's not excessive. So I'm not going to record it. I don't want the police all up in my motherfucking business, but she is, she knows what she's doing. And like like I said, she is pissed off because my sister is now with her husband. So she is taking everything out on me. All this whole... That is how this whole thing started. So she posted on Facebook and said that her husband and my sister have been effing for months, and that's not true. It is. Trust me, it's not true. He left her. He was my best friend. I've been here in this condo for 3 years. He and I became best friends. His wife and I became friends. I started doing the whole family's hair. Okay? So, long story short, my sister was going through a nasty divorce. So I move her in my home after my mother passed away. I took care of my mom for 15 years. So my mother passed away, and then 2.5 months later, they're outside right now with the dogs. So 2.5 months later, my sister said, I need a place to live. And I said, fine. So because after my mom passed away, I cleaned her room out and I put my salon in the bedroom, the second bedroom. It's a 2-bedroom condo. So I put my salon in that bedroom. So 2.5 months later, and it was Memorial Day weekend, and she had asked, she had asked that week if she could, sorry, hold on. They're walking upstairs with the dogs. She had asked if she could move in. So I said, of course. So I moved my salon back to the kitchen, which I hate. I hate doing my clients in the kitchen because it's like, it's a kitchen. That's where you cook and blah, blah, blah. So it doesn't matter. I sacrificed yet again. And did I say long story short? Why is this story so long? So then after hubby leaves his wife, okay? So 2 weeks, he's gone, about 2 weeks. And my sister goes, hey, I'm going to my girlfriend's house for a long weekend. And I'm like, really? It was Friday afternoon she came home Monday afternoon. And I said, really? She goes, yeah, my coworker. And I'm like, oh, you guys going to Lake Michigan? Does she have a beach house? Like, why are you leaving here? That's kind of odd. No. Okay. She comes home that Monday after work. And the whole weekend, my stomach was upset because I knew something was off. So she comes home and I said, "Where were you?" And she's like, "I was at my girlfriend's, dummy." And I'm like, "Sissy, I don't believe you. Something else is up. And I feel it in my fucking bones." And she was like, no, I was at her house all weekend. And I'm like, "You're lying to me." I said, "I've been nothing but good to you. You're lying to me. And I feel it. Where the fuck were you?" And that's how I found out. And she goes, "I was with hubby upstairs." And I'm like, "You motherfucker." So she goes, "I'm going to stay over there for a while." I'm like, "What's a while?" And she's like, "I don't know, but I'm just going to stay over there. All I did was, now that you know, I'm going to pack some of my clothes and this and go back to his mom's house." And I'm like, okay, that's fucked. And I said, "Don't forget, he's still married. I know he left her and they are now divorcing, but holy fuck, like what the fuck?" So his wife contacted my family. She Googled, well, I think she got it from my Facebook because we were friends until I blocked her. But she Googled or whatever my family, and contacted my family and told them my sister was a W, WH, blah, blah, blah. And that she's a home wrecking B. And that I knew that they were effing for months and didn't say a word. So all of a sudden, one of my nieces, I had many family members contact me, and they were like, "Christian, who is so-and-so? And why are they contacting me and messaging me?" And I'm like, "It's a long story, blah, 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 but it's not true." I said, "But yes, they are now together." I said, "But I knew nothing about it, and they have not been effing for months." That is not true. I would have never, ever, ever allowed that in my home. Ever. Ever. But he and I were, past tense, we were best friends. So he came down a lot. He was a wonderful, he is a wonderful cook. So he came down a lot with food. Lasagna, ribs, you name it. He always made extra food for my sister and I, which was so sweet. Loved it. But he even did it for me and my mom before my sister moved in. So he and I were very close. His wife and I, we weren't close, but we were friends. And I did the daughter's hair. They're 18 and 22. So that is how my sister and her husband became friends. And they, unbeknownst to me, they exchanged phone numbers. I didn't know this. I had no idea, because I'm like, in my head, I'm like, he doesn't need to talk to my sister. I own this house. Like, you and I are best friends, blah, blah, blah. So then he did admit to me one day, it was like 3 months before he left his wife, and he said, I have a crush on your sister. And I just laughed it off. I'm like, well, of course, she's beautiful. She's beautiful. I get it. Blah, 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 But they weren't doing anything. They both worked. There was nothing that happened inside my home or his. So wifey is contacting my family saying that they've been effing for months and that I knew about it. So I'm like, what the fuck? So after she finds out, because she drove by his mother's house and saw my sister's car, because my sister's car was missing from here because she was there for 2 weeks, I think, is when this went down. 2-3 weeks. So for about a week, she was walking with her concrete fucking sandals. Goddamn bitch. Fucking pounding her feet. So I text her and I said, stop pounding, you asshole. So her and I exchanged some words. No big deal. That's when she's like, stop harassing me and my daughters. I'm like, what? I haven't said a word. This is the first time I've spoken to you since, I think, January, February. And because once I found out who she was with, every time her daughters came out with the dogs, and if I was outside smoking, I dyed my cigarette out and went inside just to avoid the drama, which I still do to this day. Just to avoid, because I believe I could see her doing a false police report on me. So when they are ever outside and I'm outside smoking, I put my cigarette out and I fucking book it. And again, I'm not reading the comments right now, just so you know. So I tell her, stop stomping, asshole. And then her and I exchanged some words through text. And then I blocked her. And then I blocked her daughters from my phone too. Just so there's no more BS. I'm like, I'm done. So 20 minutes later, I go outside and I'm talking to my other neighbor who lives on the first floor. And I'm kneeling down, which is hard for me to do with everything I've been through, my seizures. But nonetheless, I'm kneeling down and we're having like a calm conversation, very quiet. I told her what was going on with my sister and hubby upstairs. It was a very quiet conversation because the steps are, I'm on the second floor, but it's, she was like right next to me. It wasn't like 1,000 feet away from me. So we're talking, having a calm, quiet conversation. Wifey comes out and says hi to my neighbor. So my neighbor kind of froze and goes, hey, what's up? And wifey upstairs goes, oh, are you talking to my POS neighbor downstairs? And then proceeds to use the F gay slur. So she goes, are you talking to my piece of shit neighbor downstairs? Are you talking to that F? So she, my neighbor who I was talking to, goes, oh, I'm not getting in the middle of this. I'm gone. So she runs back in her apartment. So then I look up from the balcony. I stand up and I said, what the did you just call me? You heard what I said, you F? Meaning the gay slur. And I'm like, and I snapped off. And I said, you fat, see you next Tuesday, you ugly fucking bitch. Blah, blah, blah. How fucking dare you call me that? So we went back and forth for like, it was about 3 minutes. It wasn't very long. I come inside, and that's when I went back outside about 20 minutes later. And mind you, this is the day before Mother's Day. And then I hear the banging on my door, and it's the fucking police. So I put my cigarette out because I hear the banging, like, you know, how they pound. And I'm like, who the fuck is pounding on my door like that? Motherfucker. So I come inside, I unlock the door, I open it, and it is the police. And I'm like, hi. And he goes, what happened upstairs? And I said, she's a schizophrenic fucking psycho. That's what happened upstairs? I said, she is fucking crazy, blah, blah, blah. So I said, I She's been stomping her feet, her concrete feet, for a week. I said, I took my medicine, was taking a nap, and it woke me up. I said it was 3:00 p.m.-ish. Her fucking pounding. I said, my sister is with her husband now, and she is taking everything out on me. Here's the text messages. This is what I sent her. And he goes, I don't care. I don't want to see it. I said, okay. I said, but she is a lunatic. And when I was talking to my other neighbor, she came outside, called me the F slur, blah, 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 blah. He wasn't even here 2 minutes. And he goes, I don't care. There is to be no contact between both of you. And I said, I have her and her daughters blocked from my phone now. Like, we don't, I avoid them. Good. Leave it alone. And left. Didn't take my name. Didn't take my phone number. Because I'm like, I thought police, like, when there's an incident, they take your information. He didn't take any of my information. He just fucking booked. But he did when I said she's a schizophrenic piece of shit. He did kind of chuckle and was like, yeah, she seems a little off, is what he said, basically. Not word for word, but he said something to that, something of that sort. She seems a little off. So that helped my case. So then after that is when I found out she was contacting my family. So I called non-emergency police, got the same officer, and made a police report about her harassing my family. Huh? You're fucking with the wrong bitch. That's when they took my information, was when I made my police report. And I said, here's all my proof, because my family members messaged me. I said, here's, my proof. So I text message it to the officer because he gave me his phone number. And then I had one of my family members message the officer. And that's that. And since then, they have been quiet. They have not been a person, but I vacuum the hallways for extra money. So I'm going to vacuum tomorrow because that's when wifey goes back to work. I'm not worried about the daughters. Like, I'm not worried about them. The association pays me to vacuum the hallways every 2 weeks. So it's been 3 weeks since I've been able to vacuum. So I told the condo association, this is what's going on, blah, blah, blah. All that fun stuff. So tomorrow I will vacuum the hallways because we have a front and a back hallway. So I'm going to vacuum the hallways tomorrow when that crazy bitch is at work. The 22-year-old works 9 to 5, so she leaves here about 8:30. So I think I'm gonna vacuum around like between 10 and noon. The 18-year-old who graduates in like a few weeks, I don't know her schedule. So, but if she happens to come down, I mean, I'm not going to say anything to the daughters, of course. Even if wifey comes down, let's just say she's off tomorrow while I'm vacuuming, I wouldn't say a word to her. I would never. Yes, I did call her the names I called her, but that was after she called me the F slur. And it's not fuck. F-A. Y'all know. Y'all get the drift. After she called me that, I snapped the fuck off. But yes, if I were vacuuming or even getting my mail and saw her, I wouldn't say a word. I wouldn't even look at her. Because, like I said, when I'm outside smoking, which I'm about to go do right now, if they come out, meaning her or the daughters, if they come out, I put my cigarette out and I go back inside. Just so they're, number one, to avoid drama. And number two, because I'm afraid that the mom will make a false police report on me because she is fucking crazy. So I avoid them as much as possible. And praise the Lord, I have not run into them, knock on wood. Knock on wood. I have not run into them in the hallways. Because I go to my neighbor's house a lot, who is directly across the hall from me, and she happens to be my best friend. That's how I got this condo. So I have not run into them getting the mail, getting my groceries delivered, nothing. I have been so fortunate and lucky. Praise God Almighty. Because I don't want to even run into them. Because I don't want any drama. Like, her husband is divorcing her, and then 2 weeks later, now my sister is with him. So it leaves me in a very, very terrible position. So I explained that to my best friend and my sister. Best friend meaning the husband. And I said, you both left me in an awful position because now my sister is not around. You are not around, meaning the hubby. So who else is she going to take her anger out on? So in that screaming match, she did say, you and your sister, I hope you both rot in hell. This and this. And I'm like, dude, dude, that's... I'm at a loss for words. And I was at a loss for words when she said that, too. But she's like, you and your sister, I hope you both rot in hell. And I'm like, I can't apologize for your husband, and I won't. They are grown adults. My sister is 50, and your husband is 46. They are grown adults. I have nothing. Oh, she's pounding right now. And see, I can't even say anything. I can't even text her to be like, shut the fuck up. So, yeah. That is the gist of what I am dealing with right now. Just so all of you know. Hey, Missy, sorry, I'm not take a broom to the ceiling. I almost did. I almost took a broom to the ceiling. But now I can't because, like I said, the police officer said no more contact. But it's funny that she's allowed to pound with her concrete feet, and I'm not allowed to say a word. Concrete having fucking bitch. Okay, I'm gonna go smoke right now. Hold on. Ooh. Oh, you guys hear that? Probably not, but she is pounding right now. All I can do is call the police, but I'm trying. Hold on. Let me make sure they're not outside. Okay, they're not. Meaning, if I call the police, there are policies within HOA, yes. Oh, shit. Oh, it's a bird. Oh, God, that scared the fuck out of me. I thought it was them. Live restricted for some audiences. Your live is eligible for recommendation and restricted in search results because your live does not comply with the For You feed eligibility standards under our community guidelines. Reason: discussing drugs or other. I haven't discussed. What? Oh my God, now I have to reset again. Oh. Shannon's hemorrhoid. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm resetting. Goodbye. Hey, Catherine. What's a show about? Yeah, a lot. It's about a lot. I'm just trying to stay quiet and smoke a cigarette so crazy upstairs doesn't come down. So I'm watching the golfers. There's people still golfing. It is 7:51 p.m. by me. I think they have golfers up until 9 p.m. now that it's getting lighter outside. Later. So I think they close at 9 now. But, thank you. Tap the screen, please. Please, please, please. Tap the screen. So I think, I believe they close at 9 now. That it's getting into summer. Which is nice, because, I can... It's a nice view. Like I showed you guys already 1,000 times. It's a beautiful golf view. And I love it. It's great. It's a great view. But yeah, I have to be quiet because even when I come out and smoke on my balcony, I don't know if one of them are upstairs sitting on their balcony. None of them smoke. One of them, the daughter, the 22-year-old, smokes weed. But she only smokes it when the mom isn't around. Oh, I mentioned some. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to say that. But she smokes the W word. We love TikTok Shop. Oh, here's what I just bought off TikTok. Here's what I just bought. Look at that. Thank you, TikTok Shop. Thank you. I just bought this. Thank you, TikTok shop. I just bought this. It just came in. Yeah, I'm excited. My best friend, who happens to be my client, my hair client, her and I are playing this on Saturday, and I'm going to do a review because they sent a postcard saying if I review them and tag them, I will get $10 off my next order. Live restricted for some audiences. Live visibility. Oh my God. Again? You've got to be kidding me. Oh my God. Okay, I'm resetting again. Oh my God. Oh, let me wash my hands. Hold on. They are after Mama. Oh, Lord have mercy. But yes, TikTok sells clothes. TikTok shop sells everything. Amen. Amen. Yes, thank you for all the likes. Please, everyone, like. Hey, Catherine. Yep, like the live, please. Please, please send your little hearts. No need for gifts. Just tap your little heart out. Why are all these people asking me to co-live? Oh, to battle. I have never battled in my life. I have never, ever battled in my life. So I'm not gonna start now. Sorry. Oh, no, she's being quiet. Upstairs. Just saying. I hear her walking, but she's not. Oh, she's not wearing her concrete feet. Her concrete sandals right now. But I hear her walking. Crazy fucking bitch. Oh. So how is everyone else doing? What's going on in the world? Huh? What's going on in the world? Debating on a snack. Ooh. Ooh. So my client, who is my best friend, brought me. Oh, here. So it's from. Hold on. I'll show it live. Give me a second. I'll show it live. I'm making a drink right now. So my best friend, who's my client, came over, and her husband is from the Philippines, and that's where his family is from. And that's what she brought me. One of the things she brought me. So they make it out of their candy things, I guess she said. So she brought me crackers, which is funny. I'm like, okay. Peanuts was in the bag. She brought bread. And then she brought my favorite. But they are homemade bags that she buys when her and her husband go to the Philippines. Oh, that's my little stand. Oh, she brought me these. She rolls her own. You know what they're called. So she brought me 40 of them. Oh, yeah, all my medication. Here's my unsolved case file, which I can't wait. Oh, live restricted for tobacco. Oh my fucking God. I can't with this. Okay, I'm done going live right now. I'm done. I love you guys so much. I can't handle. Yeah, Shauna. She is a dear friend. She brought the bread, she brought turkey, she brought cheese. I told her I had mayo She brought the crackers, the snacks, and then she also knows my best friend, who is my neighbor. So she brought her a homemade bag from the Philippines with some gifts in it. She is one of the most amazing people in my life. And I have said that before. I am blessed. I am fortunate, especially when I got sick. I am I am so blessed to have the people I have in my life because they love me, they care about me, they hate to see me sick. They want me to get back to work. I am so effing blessed with my friends. Honestly, I am so blessed. And I love that. I love that. I am so blessed with my family and friends. And I don't know who in my life is gay. But when you're a gay guy, you get to choose your own family. And I got to choose my own family. Oh, there she is stomping. Fucking bitch. But I got to choose my own family. Like who I surround myself with, who supports me, and who I support as well. You know, it's a two-way street because when you're gay, not everyone supports that. So you mostly get to choose your own family. And I have chosen the best people they're amazing. And like I said, all of my clients are my best friends. I don't let anyone in my home to do their hair. Please tap the screen. No need to send any gifts. Just please tap the fucking screen. But people don't understand that you get to choose your own family. But when you're gay, it is there's a lot of people that will not accept you. anymore, if that makes sense. And that's what happened to me. So that's why I said there are blood brothers. There are blood family members I don't even speak to. So don't think for 1 second, if you screw me over, that I'm not going to stop speaking to you. Bye. Bye. Mama don't play. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I have family members I do not even speak to. So if you F me over, I have no issue of stopping the relationship and cutting you off. So let's go right into T-Mobile. My best friend of 20 plus years. I paid for her phone bill, her phone, her iPhone for 2 years because she was on the outs. And I've told this story 1,000 times. So when I got sick in January, I texted her and I said, honey, I am no longer making 6 figures a year. I lost my job. I need you to help pay your phone bill. So she didn't respond for 2 weeks. So when she responded, she said, I will help with what I can. And I said, well, you're part of the phone bill. Your phone is not paid off. I've been paying it. It's $31, $32 a month. Plus the phone bill, which is another, I think it was like $35, $40 a month that I was paying for. So it was like, 80, 40, 50, 60, 75, almost $80 a month on top of my phone bill. So I told her that in January once I got sick and said I lost my job. So I said, forewarned, I cannot afford this anymore. I'm not making the money I used to, blah, blah, blah. So like I said, 2 weeks later, she responded, oh, okay. I'll send you something. I said, okay. February came, nothing. Text her again. Hey, are you going to send me some? I said, even if you send me $10, I'll keep your phone on. I'll keep your phone on and I will continue paying for your iPhone. Blah, blah, blah. That was in January. It was December when I tried to get an iPhone for him, and they told me no because I had my iPhone, my best friend's iPhone, and my iPad on my account. So they said, you have to get rid of your iPad to get Blue an iPhone, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but remember, I'm a piece of shit. Okay. So February comes, she says, hey, I'm not working right now, so I can't send you money. And I said, Caitlin, I have been paying for your phone for almost 2 fucking years. I told you I'm sick. I lost my job. I am on unemployment. I'm living off my unemployment. I'm living off my credit cards. Blah, blah, blah. And she's like, okay. I'll send you something. Didn't. March comes. So I message her again. Hey, girl. Or no, I think I said, hey, bitch. Hey, bitch. You have any money for me? Oh, no. Oh, I still haven't been working. And I said, I'm giving you 24 hours to send me money or I'm deleting your account. I'm not suspending it. I am literally deleting your account on my phone line. So she's like, oh. And then her boyfriend texts me, no. You know, don't do that. Don't delete her account. And I'm like, I've been the one paying it for almost 2 fucking years. Sorry, I'm done. You guys have 24 hours to give me something. Even if it's $10. Something. Okay, we will. Very next day, literally 24 hours later, it was like 7 p.m. I text one last time and I said, where is my money? And they said, just give us a couple more days. Nope. Oh, hey, world traveler. I'm just talking about my best friend. Meaning how I've helped people in my whole life, like given them money, bought them phones. So he's like, oh, give me a couple days. And I said, nope, I gave you 24 hours. You're done. And I called T-Mobile and canceled their account. And now I am stuck, still stuck with their $32 a month on their iPhone. And I haven't even looked up when it's going to be paid off. I thought it was June. And it may be June because that'll be 2 years. But that bitch has a newer iPhone than me. I have an iPhone 14 Plus. She had an iPhone 16, I think, or maybe we had the same one. I can't remember now. It was 2 years ago. So maybe we had the same iPhone, but it was the Plus. You know, I like the big iPhones, not the small ones. So, but I am still, even though I cut her account off, I am still paying her iPhone off. And like I said, it's 31 something a month. That is the person I am. She was going through a hard time. I felt terrible. So I added her to my T-Mobile account. I bought her an iPhone. And even though I disconnected her after almost 2 years, I am still paying off her iPhone. So her, I'll be nice. She cannot go to an eco ATM where they they buy the phone things because the phone's not paid off. I have not asked for the phone back. I could care less. I don't even know what I would do with it if I asked for the phone back. I have no idea what I would do. Because people ask me, like my other friends that are mutual friends with her that don't talk to her anymore, was like, get the phone back. Ask for the phone back. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do with the phone? Like, what the hell would I do with her phone? The screen is cracked. That I do know. That the screen is cracked. I don't know what I would do with the phone. I have no one to... Sorry, I'm making a tropical Sprite. Ooh, so yummy. Have you guys tried tropical Sprite? Oh, let me lock my front door. Tropical Sprite is so fucking yummy. Oh my God. But what would I do with her phone? And she wouldn't even return it to me, even if I asked. Oh, there goes Crazy upstairs. Even if I asked her, she would not return the phone to me. So what she does for money, when she got evicted, from some townhome she was living in. I went there because she was donating plasma. I guess that's a thing now. People donate plasma. So she texts me, and I'm working. I'm at work from my home, but I'm at work. I'm working. And she said, "Hey, I'm getting evicted right now, but I'm donating plasma. Can you run by my house and make sure no one's stealing anything?" So I stop what I'm doing. This is in October, I think. I think it was October. So I stop what I tell my clients, I'm like, because I'm a licensed property manager. So all I did was text my boss. I'm like, "Hey, I'm taking early lunch." That was it. And she's like, "Okay, bitch." So I go to her house, which is 10 minutes from me. And there's people picking at her stuff. When I pulled up. So I'm like, hey. That's not yours. That's, my BFF. So they're not caring. So I call non-emergency police. And I said, my BFF just got evicted, but people are going through her stuff and stealing her stuff, taking her stuff. I said, I'm witnessing it. Here's a video, blah, blah, blah. So the police come within, 5 minutes, I think. So they tell the people, "Hey, knock your shit off. You cannot take their stuff, blah, blah, blah." So I spent 4 hours sitting until she got done donating plasma. It was her and her boyfriend and her boyfriend's mom that all donated plasma for money. I sat there for 4 hours, called the cops, everything, to make sure no one was stealing her shit. They pull up. They pull up. And I wasn't even given a thank you. And mind you, I'm paying her phone bill. They pulled up going, like, what the F happened? And I'm like, well, this and this. And I called the police for you. And they stopped the people from loading their truck with your furniture. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm not joking when I say this. So they said, how could you let someone pack up my furniture in a truck? And I'm like, what? I said, that's when I called the police. That's how I was treated. How dare you? Basically, not word for word, but how dare you let them load up my furniture? And I'm like, that's when I called 911, non-emergency. What? What? So that's when I, like, a light bulb went off going, oh, shit. I'm helping a user and abuser. Okay, great. So I continued to pay her phone bill because, of course, she's evicted, down and out, blah, blah, blah. And then I got really sick in January. And I text her, like, I think end of January. And I said, hey, I got really sick. I had a seizure, blah, blah, blah. I need you to start paying your phone bill. And like I said, she didn't respond for 2 weeks. So fuck it. The rest is downhill. Let me go smoke. But that's the kind of person I am. Just so the chat knows, whoever is streaming me, that is who I am. I may be a lot of things. But I have always been a dear, dear friend to all of my friends. I bought that bitch an iPhone. I paid for her phone bill for almost 2 years because she was down and out. And that's why I said I almost bought Blue an iPhone. put Blue on my account, and I think that was a godsend that when I called T-Mobile, sorry, I'm outside smoking. When I called T-Mobile, I think it was a godsend because they were like, no, you have 3 accounts. No more. You have your account, your best friend's account, and your iPad. Not happening. But they did say we'll do a credit check if you want to add another account, like starting over. And I'm like, oh, no. I'm good with my 3 accounts. Like, I'm fine. Forget it. So I think it was like a godsend because I would have bought Blue an iPhone, shipped it to Blue, and paid for it. And I'd be paying for it to this day. Even if I knocked him off my account, I would still be paying for it like I'm paying for my best friend until her iPhone is paid off. Yeah, but I'm the piece of shit. Okay. Make that make sense. So people can talk all the shit. I'm not reading the comments right now, just so everyone knows. I'm looking at the golf course. I'm not reading any comments, but make that make sense. I offered to buy Blue an iPhone and put Blue on my account and pay for everything. And that's why I said it was a godsend. When I called T-Mobile after Blue and I spoke, I called T-Mobile and I said, can I buy a new phone and add it to my account? And that's when they told me no. You have 3 accounts. And I did ask. I said, well, what if I remove my iPad? Like, could I then get another iPhone or even a Android? Ugh. Sorry, I don't do Androids. And they said no. Let's run a credit check. And I said, no, I don't want, because that hurts your credit when they do credit checks. So I said, no, I don't want a credit check. Well, they're like, well, that's it. That's all you get. Now, I could add someone else to my account. But no, it will never be Blue. But I thought is family to me. There was no like this shit he's talking about that I'm in love with Blue and I'm obsessed with Blue. No, I was just Blue was using me. That's it. Blue was using me. So I gave you the history. I gave you the history on with my best friend saying that I paid her phone bill for 2 years and still paying on her iPhone because that's the person I am. That is the person I am. Oh shit, I think my neighbor's out. Oh fuck. Hold on, is it the right neighbor? Oh shit, I'm gonna be silent. But it's not the neighbors from upstairs. It's my neighbor from downstairs. Yes. I get the nails from Carrie tomorrow. I have the tracking number and everything. And I'm so excited to get these nails, even though I don't wear nails. But I'm so excited. So I told Carrie I will give an honest review. Of these 3 sets of nails. It was butterflies, flip-flops, and something else. I think I told her surprise me with the 3rd set. But I am thrilled to receive these nails tomorrow, even though I don't wear press-ons. Like, I'm a gay guy, but I don't wear fucking nails. I'm not a drag queen, which is nothing. I love my fucking queens. But I don't wear press-ons. So, like I said before, in my other life, I told her I would do a live review. So I plan on doing a live review with my best friend on Friday. Sorry, Friday. She wants to come over Friday and get her hair done. And that's when we're going to play the Unsolved Cases file that I showed earlier. Heather, she Oh, they're pounding that music upstairs. Oh, Lord. See, and I can easily call the police, but So anyway, when she comes over, I'm going to do her hair. We're going to review the nails. My next door neighbor, who happens to be my best friend, like I said, has been a licensed nail tech for over 30 years. So I want her to review the nails first, but she does not want to be on camera. So she's going to review them. I will write down whatever she says. And then when my girlie comes up to get her hair done, we usually make a drink, smoke a couple cigarettes. I do her hair. So we'll do a review on the actual nails because they said they sent me a postcard saying for the unsolved case files, if you do a review and tag us, we'll give you $10 off your next order. Because it was only, I don't know, 22 bucks or something. I don't know. So for the nails, I did tell Carrie she does have my phone number. And I said, I'm going to do an honest review. And if I can't give these nails to my clients, I'll just keep them on display, like in my salon. No big deal. I bought them to support her. She has been nothing but kind to me. Again, I am not reading comments right now. So, just so you know. But I think Carrie is beautiful. She is kind. People have sent me probably over 75 videos of her. Oh, she scammed this person. She did this. Well, she didn't do it to me. I have the tracking number. I'm getting the nails, and I told her I will post a real review. Even though I don't wear them, I will post a real review. And if they are not the quality that I hope them to be, it doesn't matter. I'm posting the review as an honest review, period. So everyone was upset because, yes, I gave her $220 for 3 sets of nails, but 2 of those 10, so it'd be $200 for 3 sets. the first Venmo of $10, because that's how I started, was the first $10 was for someone, whoever ordered from her would pay for free shipping. And she said she didn't get it. So that's when I messaged her and I said, here's my personal phone number. Let's just do Apple Pay. So we did Apple Pay. I sent another $10. But she showed me proof with the Venmo. And with my Venmo, the money came back. So whatever, there was some issue. And then she was selling nails. And I bought 3 sets. I bought 2 $50 sets of nails. And then I bought $100 set of nails. So that is where the $220 is. Oh, hey, Andy. Sorry, like I said, I'm not reading the comments. Oh, shit. I have to plug my phone in. Oh, fuck. I'm at 3%. Oh, shit. So, I will give an honest review. Yes, she's moving around right now. She is moving around right now. I know the schedule that they take the dogs out, but sometimes it's off. And that's why I said, like, when I'm outside smoking, I just dye my cigarette out and fucking run back inside. So there's no bullshit. Because I can see her, meaning wifey, I can see her making a false police report. Basically what she did when the police came to my door. And they didn't believe like a second of it. I said, yeah, I texted her. I called her, stop stomping, you asshole, blah, blah, blah. And they didn't believe a word of it. Because I'm like, here's my text. And he's like, I don't want to see it. I said, okay. I said, well, I was on my balcony and this and this. And she called me the F slur for gay people. Blah, blah, blah. And he was like, okay, no more contact with each other. Bye. That was it. But no, that's her walking upstairs right now. At least I can hear it. Crazy fucking bitch. God damn. And the floors are not that, they're not concrete. So I get that. Like, I don't mind hearing noise from my upstairs neighbors. I don't mind hearing that, but it's when, like right now, she's pounding. So it's, that's when I get pissed off. And sorry, I'm still not reading the comments. Yes, Lucid, she is fucking loud. She is, oh, she's mad at me. She's mad at me. She's pissed off. I get it. Like, I'm not saying I'm dumb to the fact that her husband left her and her 2 kids, which, well, they're not kids. They're 18 and 22. But yeah, I fucking get it. Like, as a wife, I would be so pissed off. But to take it out on me? You're taking it out on me? What did I do to you? What did I do to you personally? So it is guilty by association. She is pissed at me because my sister is now with her husband. And since my sister isn't here, her husband left. I am the one getting blamed for what went down, which is so fucked up. So I'm not only going through that, right? So I'm not only going through that bullshit, and then now I have to deal with being doxxed. And then I was... Oh, I think they're coming down the stairs. Hold on. And then I was doxxed, number one. Then I was doxxed, not even my phone number, my last name, my address. Oh, shit. And, how is that? How did they get my phone number? Because there were now it's 3 people that dox me. So when I was in, like I said earlier today, it was someone's live. They were summoning me. I didn't even know it. I just happened to come across it. And I saw my name. I clicked on it. I'm like, hey. And that's when this Queen Petty person was like, I dox you too. I put you in a Discord. I think it was Discord, not Reddit. I could be wrong. Either way, it doesn't matter. But they were like, I doxed you. And I put you in a fucking, let's say, Discord. Oh, they're coming down with the dogs. With like 300 people. And put my address out. I think. It is so fucked. Like, it is so fucked. I did nothing wrong to any of these people besides support Blue, but these 3 people are best friends with Blue. So that's why I'm saying you're telling me that these 3 people are BFF with you, but I'm supposed to believe you had nothing to do with this. Oh, sure. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I may be blonde. Oh, sorry. Oh, shit. I may be blonde, but I'm not a fucking idiot. So, how is it? That'd be like me releasing, let's say Megan. Let's say my girl Megan. Even though her and I just became friends again. So you're telling me that Megan would believe that if 3 of my friends, my little BFFs on little TikTok, released all of her information. Oh, sorry. Hold on. They're coming up the stairs. But you're telling me that Megan, and I'm using her as just what do you call it? So you're telling me that if my 3 BFFs on this app, released, oh, okay, they're upstairs now. Oh, thank God. If you're telling me if my 3 BFFs released Megan's information but they were my BFFs. Mine. Not anyone else's. Mine. You're telling me that that person wouldn't be upset? And forget it. We won't use Megan. Fine. Not Megan. Random person. But this random person happened to be best friends with me or friends. Doesn't matter. And 3 of them are friends with me, right? Like friends, actual friends that talk. And we release so-and-so's info. And you're saying that I have nothing to do with that? But they happen to be my 3 BFFs. But I have nothing to do with the release of their address, their phone number, and their last name. Right? Make that make sense. Imagine if this happened to me. Meaning the other way around. Because it did happen to me. But imagine if this was the other way around and 3 of my BFFs released someone, I won't say a name, someone's phone number, their address. Phone number, their address. How would that go over? Someone explain. I'm not reading the chat right now, but how would that go over if 3 of my BFFs released my last name, my address? Sorry, no, not mine, theirs. How would it go over if they released their address, their last name, and their phone number? How would that go over? And all 3 of them were BFFs of mine. How would that go over? Someone tell me. I'll read the chat now. Megan, I'm trying to put myself in his position right now. So Megan, Megan, since you're in here, like I said, and I used your name earlier, I wasn't reading the chat. How would you feel if 3 of my BFFs on TikTok released your address, your phone number, and your last name? How would you feel? Huh? How would you feel? How would you feel, Megan? Like, wouldn't you text me and question me and say, Christian, what the fuck? How did these 3 people get my information? No response. Okay. Mm. Mm. I'm going to go smoke one more time before I end this live and go to sleep. But Megan, how would you feel if 3 of my, I'm going to say the whole question again. How would you feel if 3 of my BFFs on TikTok or whatever, but TikTok, put your information out on lives or Discord, blah, 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 like they did with me, address, last name, phone number, blah, blah, blah. How would you feel? Sorry, no one's coming in the box. How would you feel, Megan? Or how would anyone feel? Weasel Diesel, I thought so. But it doesn't have to be me. It doesn't have to be Megan. It's like any of you. How would any of you feel if you were, if you thought someone was your friend and they released your information and then you got your information leaked, meaning your last name, your phone number, and your address? How would you feel? Yeah. Thank you, Lucid Dreams. But how would you feel? But the person, my point is, these 3 people that when sorry, I'm trying to be nice. So these 3 people that dox me are friends with Blue. So what do you expect me to believe? All 3 people are friends with Blue. So that's why I said, what would you people feel if I was friends with, you know, a painting. Doesn't matter. You know, doesn't matter what the name is. But that person happened to be doxxed. And I happened to be BFF with those 3 people. Huh. What does that mean? How would any of you feel if your information was put out there, okay? But I happen to be BFF with all 3 of them that put your information out there. What would you think? What would you think? Oh, Doodle, I am fucking done with Blue. I am fucking done. But I'm just saying, what would you guys think? If I were friends with, let's say, Doodle Lover. Great, Doodle Lover. We're friends. We have each other's phone numbers. Oh, we're having so much fun. And not everyone has your phone number, right? Okay. And then your phone number and address and your real name, well, last name, gets leaked. Would you say that I had something to do with it, knowing that I was one of the few people that knew all of your personal information? Huh? Blue knew my... Please tap the screen before I'm going to end in like... I'm going to go smoke again and then probably end. But Blue knew all of my personal information. And all of a sudden, the 3 people that release my information are friends of his. They're BFF with Blue. Huh? What? Goddamn motherfucker. So all 3 people... Hey, 80s babe. So you're telling me all 3 people... Hold on, let me get my robe on. think they took the dogs out, like I said earlier. So I think I'm okay to go smoke. I don't even turn my lights on. I have these beautiful, beautiful string lights. I don't even turn them on anymore when I come out at night, just to avoid the drama. So, before I end this live in about probably 10 minutes, I'm saying, if I were your little BFF on TikTok, just TikTok, but we shared each other's numbers and everything else, and all of a sudden, my 3 BFFs admitted to sharing all of your information, but they happen to be my 3 BFFs. You're telling me that you're saying, oh, I had no clue. No, I had no clue. Is that what you're telling me? Thank you, Lash. Thank you, my love. But is that what you're telling me? As if my 3 BFFs, like Lash. Sorry, Lash, not to use you, but you're one. My 3 BFFs says your phone number, your last name, and your address. But they happen to be my BFFs. You're telling me that I had nothing to do with this? Is that what you're saying? Right? So Lucid Dreams and Lash, and let me pick someone else. Bowback. Fine. Bowback. So you're telling me Katie did have my number, but it doesn't sound to Florida Man's last fuck. It didn't sound like the same Katie. She was so fucking nasty and mean. So you're telling me that Bowback, Lucid, and Lash has all of my personal information, or even if 2 of them had it, doesn't matter. You're telling me you're you're telling me that Bobak, Lucid, and Lash released my information separately, or sorry, released, let's say, Blue's information. Let's say that. Let's say Blue. You're telling me that I wouldn't be blamed for anything, even though Lucid, Bobak, and Lash are my BFFs on TikTok? Is that what you're saying? So if Lash, Bobak, and Lucid releases information on someone that I am like personal friends with, because I was personal friends with Blue, you're saying that doesn't matter? Or it doesn't happen? Really? Huh. How funny. How funny. No, you're good, Lash. Thank you, Lucid. It matters a lot. That's my whole point, is if Lucid, Lash, and Babbitt, or whatever the fuck their name is, had my personal information, or had someone else's personal information, not mine, and these 3 people happen to release this person's information. And I happen to be best friends with these people. Huh. Yeah, I like that. It matters a whole lot because you could be put in danger. Yeah, exactly. And I'm in danger. What are you here for, Nessa? No. My niece just joined, and that is the niece who blocked me from all of social media, but I guess not on this account. So I'm going to end this live. Oh, are you Lash? Okay, I'll come. I'll join. Yeah, I am ending this live. I am going to go to sleep. I have 5% on my phone. Live and learn. Yes, I am feeling better. Thank you. But my niece just joined, and I don't want to continue this live anymore. So, love you all. Thank you. Have a good night, everyone. Yes. Thank you, Brittany. Love you all. Love you all. Thank you.